Welcome to the Dungeonmaker Wiki. When you arrive at the front page, you will be greeted with several things you need to pay attention to. The first is the sidebar. There are a lot of things here that I've put down, that we've put down, that you can easily access. For example, the Dark Lords page, the Abyss shop, the rooms and facilities, monsters, corrupted heroes, relics, books, challenge modes, and weapons. And then there's mechanics. The fate cards, the monster skills, status effects, leveling, and difficulty levels. There are several other pages that are not listed here, but you can access them either from the front page or other pages that are linked. Now let's begin with the Dark Lords. You can see each of the Dark Lords here. I will have to say that this wiki is still being worked on. We have a lot of things to add still, but the first few Dark Lords are a couple. I think Lilith, Elizabeth, Tanya, Mariel already has some contents on them. Yeah, so if you just click on Elizabeth, for example, being the most new player friendly, she's also the one with the most things to do. So there's a full stop permanent stun strategy with how to execute it, basically, and it will tell you what to unlock, what are good weapons that come from unlocks, good monsters. I'm gonna have to do some formatting for this, but yeah, all of their skills are listed, their basic stats, and then you have the rebirth levels. I have edited some of the descriptions. You might find that they are different from the in-game descriptions sometimes, and that is because I find that the in-game descriptions English language is not exactly the best. I personally, all the current new status effects descriptions are submitted by me, so if you want to check, like, that, they used to be something different, but anyways, a lot of the relics I also submitted translations for. Game Coaster has been kind enough to translate that as well. Something that's going to be edited soon, I think, dullification, one of the status effects, is going to be shortened to dull, so that's good. Several renames coming as well. Anyways, so this is a Dark Lords page, and we still got to do more cross-linking. Anyways, something else that new players will be looking for is what to unlock from the Abyss shop. So if you go to the Abyss shop, you'll come to this page, and it will have 3 sections for you to look at: the original pack, awakening pack, and advanced pack. And something very important is this pack is a must get, the original pack. Something that a lot of people think when they play these kind of games is, unlocking something that's cost more probably gets you better things. Well, sure it does, but those better things come at a cost of getting key important things that you need for the early game. A lot of things in the original packs are things that are very, very important. First of all, you have the auto skill. Your skills will be used automatically. This is important if you don't want to hurt your finger, get carpal tunnel or something, because sometimes you'll be spamming skills with your Dark Lord and you don't want to keep tapping your screen. And if you don't use Dark Lord's abilities, well, you just lost one of your greatest tools to do well in the run. Anyways, the other one is Enhanced Monster Combination. Now, this is really important because this allows you to pass skills down from one monster to another. It's still a bit random, but at least you get the chance to do so. And rather than making a brand new monster, so you can still keep the monster and pass a skill to it. And this is the one reason why a lot of these strategies work, because you no longer have to depend on RNG to get a monster with the right skills. You can build up a new monster that has no skills and just give it one skill at a time until it's until they have the skill. Fortune Teller is another way to manipulate skills. It's not nearly as important as Enhanced Monster Combination, so this should be a B. Let me do that right now. There you go. Minor edit. So yeah, if you guys want to help edit, that's fine too. So these priority, these are my own ratings, obviously. Next up is the ability unlocks. Guardians allows you to put monsters into your guardian's room. So obviously that's good. Anyways, this is just a basic description, you know, of the packs. Moving on, this is a wiki guide, not a Abyss Shop guide, but we'll get back to that, I guess. If you go to the rooms and facilities, you'll notice there's a lot of the rooms are missing. The descriptions are here, but the rooms are missing. If you care to look at where the room, what the rooms actually are, then you can go to our spreadsheet, which if I can find. Okay, when you first come to this page, at the top will be a link to a Discord server. I really need to. Oh, there it is. Here it is, the game reference sheet. Well, I'm having problem navigating. Jeez. Anyways, so this is the reference sheet. We're moving a lot of stuff here to there, but this is more complete than the wiki. And you notice a lot of people are here watching this. Ooh, Hansa made some edits. Cool. Yeah, so I don't think this is necessary anymore. But okay, I'm leaving those things here. Right, so we're looking at, I believe, the rooms, right? So if you go to the rooms, all the rooms will be listed here with their scalings as well, their descriptions and whatnot. They might use some old language like faint instead of stun, because Stain got renamed to stun. But the more important one, I think, is the fusion room one. I have some of my ratings for some of these fusion rooms. You have a lot of their materials on the right, so you don't have to keep going to the recipe in your game. You get their scaling, what they get per level, as well as the descriptions, and yeah, so this will be moved there eventually, but they're here now. So if you want to use them, this is a good place to go to. Anyways, back to the wiki. So that's the rooms. Next up is the monsters, and here we have most of the monsters uploaded. So more to upload, but you can go to each monster's page and it'll bring you, for example, Mimic. That's some flavor text going on right here, but you get their descriptions. Yeah, interesting. There's a lot of things here that need to be renamed, and a lot of skills don't have their individual page yet, but that's okay. But yeah, if you go to a more complete page, for example, the Sea Drake. I usually make monster pages by their what do you call it, their priority, by their how good they are. I'll do all the good monsters first, and then I'll go move on to the other monsters. So I really like the Sea Drake, so this way you see more things here. Obviously there's no pages for your Earthquake, and Slow doesn't link to anything for some reason. I don't know why it doesn't link to anything. Let me fix that right now. Nope. There, now it links to something. Cool. Anyways, that's that. That's monsters. Corrupted heroes. This is slightly more complete because I moved this completely over. Obviously, there's not as color coded as the spreadsheet, so spreadsheet is still very useful. This, however, you know, you can just leave something open. I have separated the corruption table for torturing from the skills and stats of the monsters, which you can read over here, and their portraits will be uploaded obviously eventually as well, and hopefully they'll also each get their own page. Relics, slightly more complete. I believe all the relics are here. Go to your normal relics, you know, you got your advanced relics, you got your locked advanced relics, so these are the ones you can get from packs. You get your rare relics, you get your locked rare relics, so these again from packs. You get your regular boss relics that you get, you know, from the game itself without needing to unlock them, and then you get your locked boss relics. These are the ones you have to unlock, and lots of good ones here. I still have yet to give my priority for them, but I will eventually give my priorities for them when you're in a run or whatever, but like the good ones, I mean, not priority, rather my personal rating for them. And then you have the event relics right here. By the way, just keep in mind, this is actually really good if you're going for a longer run, or more, or if you want more gold or high score. this is the best relic for the Emberstone. This is okay. Experience doesn't mean as much as skills. Skills is better than, if you have a perfect set of skills, even a slime is better than a badly set other monster. Anyways, that's not the point. Books. This lists all the books in each of their own categories. So you can go to books that give you corruption, the Dark Lord specific stat boosts, experience gain related, stuff like that. I have yet to read any of these in my runs. This one's actually okay if you're a new player. 40% attack increase for gigantified monsters, actually very useful. This one is excellent. Read the first 2 books right away. No, the first 3 books here. Always a must read. Yeah, anyways, so you got more of them down there and whatnot. Challenge modes. So challenge modes are actually really cool. A lot of them give you really good stuff. Like all the easy ones give you 30 stones each. That's 210 stones from here alone. That's basically most of the original pack, I think. 21 openings from the original pack. If you include the levels you get from the Dark Lords and Rebirth levels, that's a lot. You get a bunch of cool weapons. This needs editing. Cool. Anyways, this monster succession, facility succession, these increase max of monster to 7 and facility to 4, which is excellent. A or B, that gives you 5 more storage. Storage allows you to put rooms in there and monsters in there when you're not using them and still have access to them for future successions. So they're really cool. Anyways, monster weapons. Nothing here. We have not done anything here. Not yet, anyways. Fate. We have done something here. You get all the fate rooms, fate cards, and what each of them does. So that's pretty cool. You got monster skills. I believe only the innate skills are missing, but all the common skills are here. All the unlockable skills are here. For the regular skills here, you have their passive or active abilities and their ratings here. S is obviously after C, but this thing doesn't know that you're sorting by ranking and not by whatever. Anyways, if you just want to know what I like Earthquake, Mystic 1, Blind Sense. Oh, that happens to be up here. That's cool. And it shows if they're active or passive. Anyways, moving on. So we covered skills, status effects. So you'll be here quite a bit, I think. Not whatever else. But we have all the status effects here, the icons, what they look like, whether they're buff or debuff. You get the conditions, decreased conditions. Most of them here, not all. And you got the descriptions. So that's pretty cool. A lot of these status effects you gain either from relics or their stats get boosted from relics. They are not indicated here yet, but we will eventually do that. Or you can do that, Yeah, leveling. So this is pretty important. I put the books here that help you level, which is pretty good. Keep in mind your Dark Lord gets all of these. This is actually 0.5, but your Dark Lord gets all of these level ups on a single level up, and these are on a 1/8 chance. 1/8 chance for these to happen. Once you read the book 3, for example, it'll always be this one and not this one or this one. So 1 out of 8 to get 5 times the life, 4 times the attack and 5 times the defense. That's pretty good. And then finally you have the difficulty levels. So you got the hard difficulties and you got the trial difficulties. These do not carry over into trial. Anyways, so that's how you navigate this wiki. And yeah, welcome to Dungeonmaker Wiki.